What are you going to start us off with today?
Well, as you mentioned, so today I'm going to talk about ballet. And here in Korea, just last weekend, a powerful ballet piece really proved that stories aren't just written in ink. It can all actually be brought to life through movement as well. So this particular piece is about an independence hero whose last wish was to fight for Korea's freedom. First, take a look.
Jumps, turns, and twirls. Sometimes movement speaks louder than words. The Korean ballet Ahn Jung-geun, A Dance in Heaven marks its 10th anniversary this year. Ahn is best remembered for pulling the trigger that changed history, assassinating Japan's first resident general of Korea, Hirobumi Ito. Ito is known to have orchestrated the 1905 Eulsa Treaty, stripping Korea of its diplomatic sovereignty. Director and scriptwriter Yang Young-eun says Ahn's final words before his execution became the heartbeat of this production.
His words, "When I hear the sound of Korea's independence ringing from heaven, I will dance with joy," I realized he must have danced in moments of happiness. That's when I thought, why not tell his story through ballet, one of the purest forms of art?
The ballet traces Ahn's life from his marriage to his beloved wife Kim Ha-ryo at 15 to his final moments at 31. Ballerinos Yoon Jeon-il and Lee Dong-tak play Ahn, which they call an incredible honor.
I've read books, watched documentaries, and studied historical records, but I tried to embody his sacrifices and convictions. I kept asking myself, why did he make those choices? What must it have felt like to give up everything for a greater cause?
I wanted to ensure that Ahn's story in our production flowed seamlessly, from the battles he fought, the sorrow of losing his fellow soldiers, his resilience, and how he ultimately carried out his mission.
Ahn's love, agony, and unwavering determination are expressed entirely through motion. This is where the ballet took a bold turn, breaking tradition with creative choices, most notably a rare male cours de ballet sequence.
Typically, ballet prioritizes symmetry and uniformity, but we push beyond convention. More balanced shifts, expressive upper body movements, and dynamic movements. And our choreographer's pas de deux beautifully conveys Han, Korea's deep sorrow and resilience.
A story once confined to history books now lives on through dance. Each step a heartbeat, each leap a cry for freedom.
So, Yoo-jin, I wasn't able to go to the performance, but just by watching it, it really seems very meaningful.
Right.
It was held last weekend, but
Right.
do you have any more information, anything special about the performance?
So the 70-minute performance took place twice, once on Saturday afternoon and once on Sunday at the Seoul Art Center CJ Tour Theater. And what's really interesting is that this time the production invited National Merit awardees, their families, and those in uniform, which is part of an effort to promote a shared culture of honoring national service. And there was also a student discount for middle, high school students and university students to really encourage the younger generation to connect with Korea's history of independence. And I want to mention that the cast was quite remarkable because principal dancers from Korea's top two ballet companies shared the stage. They are Lee Dong-tak from the Universal Ballet Company and Kim Lee-hwae from the Korean National Ballet. They each played Ahn Jung-geun and his wife Kim Ha-ryo. And director Yang, featured in my report, also shared that one of the most powerful moments in the performance has been reworked this year, which is a scene where Ahn dreams of his wife after losing his fellow independence fighters in battle. For the 10th anniversary edition, the choreography and music have been adjusted to better convey Ahn Jung-geun's guilt and inner turmoil.
That sounds quite incredible, don't you think?
Right, and I think it's also very timely because this year marks also the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
I think that's very good timing. And it's also very timely, and Yoo-jin, I'm sure many of our international viewers are wondering, will they get a chance to see this ballet possibly overseas in their countries?
Well, my answer is not yet, but hopefully soon. And the reason is because for the past 10 years, this piece has been focusing on solidifying its position in Korea's ballet scene. And I want to mention that that this is not a small feat because especially homegrown ballets really struggle to stay on stage due to budget constraints. So the fact that this one has lasted 10 years is really proof that it has found its audience here in Korea. And with that being said, the future looks quite bright for an international run because since ballet relies entirely on movement and expression, there's really no language barrier making it accessible to audiences worldwide. So hopefully it won't be too long until our international viewers will be able to enjoy this ballet stage in their own countries.
Right. I mean, we've had already success with K-musicals abroad, so I hope that the K-ballet scene will also make it big on the international stage.
Definitely.
Well, thank you very much, Yoo-jin, for that report. See you next time.
Always a pleasure.